Jets stumble late. Broncos escape with 10-9 win on missed field goal despite rough showing from Bo Nix. In a nail-biter at MetLife Stadium, the Denver Broncos edged out the New York Jets 10-9. Thanks to a missed 50-yard field goal in the dying seconds. Both teams now sit at 2-2 for the season. But this game raised more questions than answers. Game overview: the Broncos had every chance to hand the Jets a win. But New York couldn't capitalize. After a Will Lutz field goal put Denver ahead in the fourth quarter. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets had several opportunities to reclaim the lead but repeatedly fell short. Rodgers struggles. Rodgers, who finished 24 of 42 for 225 yards, looked frustrated throughout the game. An awkward sack that caused him to hit his knee hindered his mobility, forcing the Jets to punt on crucial drives. They struggled to find rhythm, and a failed fourth down attempt deepened their woes. Missed chances with under a minute left. The Jets managed to drive into field goal territory. However, kicker Greg Zuerlein's 50-yard attempt sailed wide right, sealing the Broncos' victory and leaving Rodgers visibly upset. Broncos offense. A challenge despite the win. The Broncos' offense was far from impressive. Quarterback Bo Nix completed just 12 of 25 passes for a mere 60 yards, including a shaky first half where he recorded -7 yards. His only touchdown came in the third quarter, connecting with Courtland Sutton. Running back Javonte Williams added 77 yards on the ground. But overall, the Broncos' performance raised eyebrows. Final thoughts: in a game filled with missed opportunities, the Jets were unable to seize the moment. The Broncos, while victorious, showcased an offense that still has plenty of room for improvement. As both teams look to bounce back, fans are left wondering who will step up in the coming weeks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more NFL updates. Eagles' offensive struggles. Can Jalen Hurts overcome adversity? Another week, another disappointing outing for the Philadelphia Eagles. In their 33-16 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Eagles' offense once again failed to find any rhythm, marking a troubling trend that leaves fans worried. Lack of momentum for the third consecutive week. The Eagles struggled to generate consistency. With key players like Lane Johnson, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith sidelined, it's clear that the offense is feeling the impact. But with a young, highly paid quarterback in Jalen Hurts, expectations are high. He needs to step up in challenging situations. "I just have to play better," Hurts admitted after the game. "We had plenty of opportunities to lead the offense and play complementary ball. It starts with me." Staggering stats. Incredibly, the Eagles had 0 offensive yards until just 6 minutes were left in the second quarter. That's unacceptable for a team with playoff aspirations. Regardless of injuries, Hurts faced shaky pass protection and struggled with his accuracy, contributing to a troubling trend of 27 turnovers over his last 20 starts, including a strip sack in this game. Coaching perspective: head coach Nick Sirianni refrained from placing all the blame on Hurts, emphasizing that many factors play into the offense's struggles. However, if Hurts can't make the big plays like he did in 2022, the Eagles could face a long season ahead. Reliance on stars. The only bright spot for the Eagles was newly signed running back Saquon Barkley, who showcased his explosiveness with 116 yards on just 12 touches. Unfortunately, with the team playing from behind, they couldn't rely on him effectively. Without their top wide receivers, the Eagles are struggling to find answers on offense. Looking ahead: Sirianni, offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, and Hurts must find solutions quickly. With significant resources invested in this offense, they can't afford to continue this downward trend. The return of key players will help, but they need to ensure that these lackluster performances don't become the norm. At 2-2, the Eagles still have time to turn things around, but they need to start playing winning football soon. Since their strong start last season, they've gone just 3-7. As Hurts said, "We've experienced different adversities. We just have to continue to learn from these moments." The clock is ticking, and the Eagles need to rise to the challenge. Steelers' first loss raises questions about Justin Fields' development. The Pittsburgh Steelers faced their first defeat of the season in a 27-24 nail-biter against the Indianapolis Colts. Despite a late surge from Justin Fields, after trailing for much of the game, Fields rallied his team, scoring touchdowns on 3 consecutive drives. However, a critical miscommunication on a snap ultimately derailed their comeback attempt. Missed opportunities with just 2:39 left. The Steelers were down by 3 and had a chance to tie or win. Fields had already shown promise, scrambling and connecting with Van Jefferson for key gains. But a botched snap from center Zach Frazier hit Fields in the face, leading to a chaotic moment that hampered the drive and left them unable to convert on crucial third downs. Reflecting on the game, Fields acknowledged the team's self-inflicted wounds. "We knew the whole day they weren't stopping us, we were just stopping ourselves," he said. Defensive struggles. The Steelers' defense, which had been dominant early in the season, faltered against Colts backup quarterback Joe Flacco, allowing 27 points. Coach Mike Tomlin pointed out the team's sloppiness and the need for better execution. Despite the loss, the Steelers remained atop the AFC North with a 3-1 record. Signs of progress. Fields displayed significant improvement, thrown for 312 yards and 3 touchdowns, the best numbers of his season. He managed to connect effectively with receivers, showcasing his dual-threat ability. Yet, he also acknowledged the need for better starts and ball security, as the Steelers prepare to host the 2-2 Dallas Cowboys next week. The lingering question remains: can Fields consistently elevate his game and lead Pittsburgh, especially as they navigate their quarterback depth chart? Fields seems optimistic, ready to bounce back. "We have to be better as a whole," he stated, looking ahead to the next challenge. Jayden Daniels shines again. Commanders take NFC East lead with 42-14 victory. In an exhilarating display, rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels continued to impress, leading the Washington Commanders to a commanding 42-14 victory over the Arizona Cardinals. After a historic performance against the Cincinnati Bengals the previous week, Daniels further solidified his status as a rising star, completing 26 of 30 passes for 233 yards and a touchdown, along with 47 rushing yards and another touchdown. Daniels, the second overall pick in the NFL draft, is quickly becoming a sensation in his rookie season, exuding confidence reminiscent of his Heisman-winning days at LSU. His playmaking ability has transformed Washington's offense, which now sits atop the NFC East with a 3-1 record. Unstoppable offense. The Commanders' offense has been a force to reckon with, scoring on 7 of their first 9 possessions against the Cardinals. They recorded 5 touchdowns and 2 field goals, with Daniels' first career interception being the only blemish. By the time they reached their 8th possession, they had established a commanding 35-14 lead, thanks to a touchdown pass to Terry McLaurin and a successful 2-point conversion to Zach Ertz. Washington's ground game also thrived, racking up over 200 rushing yards, showcasing a balanced offensive attack that has been hard to stop. Parallels to RG3. The excitement surrounding Daniels echoes the early days of Robert Griffin III, who had a similarly electrifying rookie campaign a decade ago. Griffin, also a Heisman Trophy winner and number 2 overall pick, captured the league's attention with his dynamic play, leading the Commanders to an NFC East title. However, Daniels appears to have the edge with his polished passing skills, demonstrating accuracy and poise in the pocket that belies his inexperience. With each passing week, Daniels shows no signs of slowing down. If he continues to perform at this high level, the Commanders could very well remain competitive throughout the season, marking the dawn of an exciting new era in Washington football. As the season unfolds, fans will be eagerly watching to see just how far Daniels can take them. NFL winners and losers. Vikings rise. Darnold shines. Can they be stopped? Welcome back, NFL fans. Today, we're diving into a thrilling Week 4, where the Minnesota Vikings are proving they're serious contenders and Sam Darnold has emerged as an MVP candidate. Vikings, the real deal? What started as an exciting upset against the 49ers has morphed into a statement, after dominating the Packers 31-29 at Lambeau. The Vikings are making it clear, they're not just good. They might be the best in the league, with quality wins over potential Super Bowl contenders like the 49ers, Texans, and Packers. Minnesota is turning heads. Sam Darnold's breakout season. Darnold threw 3 touchdown passes before halftime, showcasing his elite talent under head coach Kevin O'Connell. even without key players like TJ Hawkinson and Jordan Addison for part of the season. Darnold has thrived. Yes, he had a couple of turnovers, but his progress is undeniable. After tough starts with the Jets and Panthers, he's found his rhythm in Minnesota. This is his time to shine. Defensive dominance. The Vikings' defense, led by Brian Flores, has been outstanding, limiting top offenses to minimal points. Their performance against the Packers is a testament to their strength. Could this combination of offense and defense be a recipe for a championship run? Winners and losers from Week 4. Winners. Kansas City Chiefs. Despite injuries, they squeaked out a 17-10 win against the Chargers. But can they maintain momentum? Tampa Bay Buccaneers. After dominating the Eagles 33-16, they're showing their playoff potential. Baker Mayfield is back. Chicago Bears. A balanced offensive approach led to a win over the Rams. Is this the turnaround they needed? Young-Ho Koo, with a clutch 58-yard field goal to win it for the Falcons. Koo proved he's a weapon. Losers. New England Patriots. After a rough patch, the Patriots are struggling. Can they turn it around? Or is it time for a new direction? Cleveland Browns defense. Once feared, they've faltered, allowing the Raiders to run wild. What's going wrong? Arizona Cardinals. Exposed by the Commanders. Their defense couldn't hold up. Is this a sign of deeper issues? Jacksonville Jaguars. Still winless at 0-4. Head coach Doug Peterson is feeling the heat after a gut-wrenching loss to the Texans. Final thoughts. With the Vikings showing no signs of slowing down and Darnold rising through the ranks, the NFL landscape is shifting. Who will emerge as true contenders? Stay tuned as we track these storylines throughout the season. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more NFL insights.